Dear students, we'll start with the introduction for exercise 10.2. In this, you're going to study theorem number 10.2. What does it states? The lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. The lengths of tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. Say, suppose this is a circle, and if it is an external point, the lengths of these tangents drawn from this external point to a circle with center O are equal. Let PA and PB are the tangents to this particular circle, and now to prove this, join OP, OB and OA. So what is given? P is an external point, and tangents are drawn to a circle. Okay, now PA and PB are the two tangents. Now what we need to prove? We need to prove PA is equal to PB. So proof: in triangle APO and triangle BPO, so what is common? OA is equal to OB. Why? See, OA and OB are the radii of the same circle. Radii of the same circle. Then now OP is equal to OP. OP is equal to OP. Please wait. Now OP is equal to OP. Why? Because it is the common side. Then angle PAO is equal to angle PBO. Angle PAO is equal to angle PBO, which is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because tangents are perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Fine. Next, so therefore PAO, triangle PAO is congruent to triangle PBO. So therefore AP is equal to BP. This is because of CP, CT corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So please note this down, and this theorem is important. The length of tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. The length of these two, the length of tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. To prove that, what we did, so we considered these two triangles. So I didn't write the reason, right? This is because of RHS congruence, RHS criteria, RHS congruent criteria. See, hypotenuse one side, right angle, RHS. So hypotenuse side of one right angle triangle is equal to hypotenuse side of other right angle triangle. That is the reason those two triangles are congruent. Using that congruent criteria, we proved the two tangents are, the length of two tangents are equal. Please note this down. So first question from exercise 10.2, from a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle is 24 centimeter and the distance of Q from the center is 25 centimeters. The radius of the circle is, see, there is a circle, and to this circle from the point Q, two tangents are drawn. The length of tangents are given. The length of tangents are 24 centimeter. Okay. So let QA and QB are the two tangents, pair of tangents drawn from an external point Q. Now we need to find the radius. And one more thing, the distance from Q to the center of a circle, this is 25 centimeter. They have given. So now what is OA? So now in triangle AOQ, in triangle AOQ, angle A is equal to 90 degree. So now can we apply Pythagoras theorem to this? So therefore AO is equal to square root of QO square minus QA square. QO square minus QA square. What is QO? QO is 25 square minus what is QA? 24 square, which is equal to 25 square is nothing but 625. What is 24 square? That is 576. Then what is the difference? 15 minus 6, 9. 11 minus 7. 15 minus 6, 9. Again 11 minus 7 is 4. That is square root of 49, which is equal to 7 centimeter. So the radius OA is equal to 7 centimeter. So please note this down. 4 options are given. You have a 7 centimeter. That will be your option. So please note this down. Second question, in figure, if TP and TQ are two tangent to a circle with center O, so that angle POQ is equal to 110 degree, then what is PTQ we need to find. See, now, see, you know that tangent is perpendicular to the radius, therefore OPQ will be equal to 90 degrees. So now what we can write? Angle OPT is equal to 90 degree. So from there, see, this is from theorem 10.1. Similarly, OQT, angle OQT is equal to 90 degree. And what is given? Angle POQ is equal to 110 degree. It is given. Now, angle POQ plus angle OQT, angle POQ plus angle OQT plus angle QTP or PTQ plus angle OPT is equal to 360 degree. This is because sum of angles of a quadrilateral. See, this is a quadrilateral, 4 sides are there. Since 4 sides are there, this is a quadrilateral. Sum of all angles, the sum of angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Now what is POQ? POQ is given, that is 110 degree. Then what is OQT? OQT is equal to 90 degree. PTQ we need to calculate, keep it as it is, plus OPT. PTQ we need to calculate. Then what about OPT? OPT is 90 degree, which is equal to 360 degree. 90 plus 90, 180, 190, 290. So angle PTQ is equal to 360 minus, see, 90 plus 90, 180, 190, 290. So angle PTQ is equal to 70 degree. In the option, 70 degree option is there. So please tick it. So this is how you will get the answer. Please note this down. So third question, if tangents PA and PB from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other at an angle 80 degree, then PO is equal to, see, there is a circle. So there is an external point. That point is P. So from this, tangents are drawn to a circle and the circle is with center O. So what is the angle? 80 is the angle between these two tangents. So PA and PB are the two tangents to a circle. Now what we can do, see, join PA and PB, sorry, AO, OA and OB and OP. So now what we can do, look at the board. See, now join OA, comma, OB and OP. Okay. Now what we need to calculate, we need to calculate this angle. We need to calculate POA. This angle is equal to what? Now we know that, so OP will bisect the angle P. This is from theorem 10.1. So in that theorem we have proven that a triangle AOP and BOP are congruent. Because of that, so angle APO will be equal to OPB. That is the reason OP will bisect the angle APB. Okay. Now what we can write? Therefore, angle APO is equal to 80 divided by 2, because this OP is going to bisect the angle APB. So then APO is equal to 80 divided by 2. 2 1s are 240s, that is 40 degree. Fine. Now we got this angle is 40 degree and we know this is 90 degree, and finding this angle will be easier. So now what we can do, so in triangle APO, angle PAO is equal to 90 degree. Why? This is because of theorem 10.1. So radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. This is perpendicular. That is the reason theorem 10.1 states, because of theorem 10.1, PAO is equal to 90 degree. Now angle APO plus angle PAO plus angle POA. There are three angles, PAO, OPA and AOP are three angles in a triangle APO. Okay, which is equal to 180 degrees. Sum of angles of a triangle. Okay. Now what is APO? APO is 40 degree. Then what is PAO is 90 degree. Then plus POA that we need to calculate, which is equal to 180 degree. Now angle POA, I'll retain it. 90 plus 40, 130. I'll transfer it to the right hand side. 180 minus 130. Now angle POA is equal to 50 degree. So in the option you will find 50 degree. Just tick it. This is how you are going to get angle 50 degree. Please note this down. So fourth question, prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter of a circle are parallel. Suppose say if I take a circle and if this is a diameter, so if A and B are the ends of a diameter, so I am going to draw tangents at this point. So I need to prove, what do I need to prove? I need to prove these two lines are parallel. Let PQ and RS are the two tangents which are drawn at the ends of a diameter. So I need to prove PQ is parallel to RS. Okay. Now, so what we can do, see, since AB is a transversal, or else first we'll start with angle PAO is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because angle PAO is equal to 90 degree. Why? This is because of theorem 10.1. And angle ABO, angle ABS, or else angle OBS is equal to 90 degree. This is because of theorem 10.1. Why? Because OB is a radius and RS is a tangent. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent, that is theorem number 10.1. Now what we can write, since AB is a transversal, AB is a transversal, and PAO and OBS are the alternate interior angles, and they are equal. See, these two are alternate interior angles and they are equal. Since AB is a transversal, what do you mean by transversal? The line segment which intersect two or more lines. Such line we call it as a transversal line. Here AB is intersecting PQ and RS. That is the reason AB is transversal. So now PAB and ABO, if this is a transversal, these two will act as a alternate interior angles. If these two angles are equal, if two alternate interior angles are equal, then those sides are parallel. So therefore PQ is parallel to RS. This is the proof. So please note this down. So fifth question, prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent, prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to a tangent let me go through the question. Prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. What does it mean? See, there is a circle. So if this is a tangent, let AB be the tangent and O is the center of circle. Now what they are telling, prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to a tangent, it passes through the center. Now we use the method of contradiction. See, so let Q is a point, so Q is a perpendicular, let QP is a perpendicular which is away from the center. Q is a point which is away from the center, which is perpendicular to the tangent. Next OP is the radius. Now what we do, let QP be perpendicular, to the tangent, let QP be perpendicular to the tangent AB. Now, so angle QPB is equal to 90 degree. I'll call it as equation number 1. Then it means QP is perpendicular to AB. Okay. Now, next angle OPB is equal to 90 degree. We'll call it as equation number 2. This is because of theorem number 10.1, which states radius is perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Okay. Now, see, through the observation, what we can see, QP is less than see, QPB is less than OPB because this is because at a point, see, this is through observation. Through observation, what we got? QPB is less than C. Through the observation, what we can see? OPB is 90 degree and QPB which is less than OPB. So this, therefore QPB is not equal to OPB, or else QPB is not equal to 90 degree. Okay. So if I want to call it as a perpendicular, so therefore QPB will be equal to OPB if QPB will be equal to OPB if and only if OP coincides, if QP coincides with OP. Therefore QPB is equal to OPB is possible. If this possible only if OP coincides with QP, or QP coincides with QP coincides with OP. If these two coincide, then at a point there cannot be more than two perpendiculars. So that is the reason. So if I want this statement, see, QPB to be 90 degree, so what we need to do? QPB should be equal to OPB, or else at a point there cannot be two perpendiculars. At only one point, only one perpendicular can be drawn. That is the reason QPB to be equal to OPB. This is possible if QP coincides with OP. So therefore, what we can write? Perpendicular at the point of contact. Therefore, perpendicular at the point of contact, passes through the center. Okay. So through the observation, what we found? QPB is less than OPB. So that is the reason QPB cannot be equal to OPB, which is 90 degree. OPB is 90 degree. That is the reason to make QPB is equal to OPB, it is possible only if QP coincides with OP. That is the reason what we can conclude, perpendicular at the point of contact passes through the center. Please note this down. So the length of tangent from a point A at a distance 5 cm from the center of the circle is 4 cm. Find the radius of the circle. See, there is a circle with center O. Now point A is at a distance of 5 cm. A is a point, it is at a distance of 5 cm. Okay. Now the length of tangent from point A. This is the length of the tangent from point A, which is 4 cm. Okay. Now find the radius of the circle. Okay. How can we find the radius of the circle? So we'll call it as point B. So in triangle ABO, angle ABO is equal to 90 degree. This is because AB is perpendicular to OB. Again, this is because of theorem 10.1. Tangent is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Okay. Now therefore, so OB square is equal to, so OB is equal to, I need to find OB is equal to square root of AO square or OA square minus AB square, which is equal to what is AO square? 5 square minus 4 square, which is equal to 25 minus 16, which is equal to square root of 9, which is equal to 3 cm. The radius of the circle is 3 cm. Please note this down. So 7th question, two concentric circles of radii 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. See, suppose these two are the two concentric circle. One is of radius 3 centimeter and other is of radius 5 centimeter. What we need to do? We need to find the length of the chord which touches the circle. What do you mean? If the chord means line segment, it touches the circle means tangent. See? So let this be A, B be the chord, P is the point of contact, O is the center. Now I will join OA. See? So two concentric circles with radii 3 centimeter and 4 centimeter. Okay. Now let AB be the chord of larger circle. Let AB be the chord of larger circle touches the smaller circle. Touches the smaller circle at what? At point P. At P. Okay. Now we know that since OP is the radius and AB is the tangent to a smaller circle. Since AB is touching the circle at point P, that will be tangent to a smaller circle. Therefore, angle APO is equal to 90 degree. This is because of theorem 10.1. Fine. Now, angle APO is equal to 90 degree. Now, what we can write? See, this AO is equal to 5 centimeter. We can find this. So, therefore, AP is equal to square root of AO square minus OP square. Fine. Which is equal to, what is AO square? 5 square minus what is OP square? 3 square. Which is equal to 25 minus 9, which is equal to 16 cent. 16 is nothing but 4 centimeter. Square root of 16 is nothing but 4 centimeter. One thing you know, see, so the perpendicular, see, since it is perpendicular, we have proven it. See, because of theorem 10.1, OP is perpendicular to AB. So perpendicular drawn from center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. So therefore, what we can write? AB is equal to 2 times AP. AB is equal to 2 times AP. Why? Because so perpendicular from the center to a chord, perpendicular from center to a chord. See, even for other circle with radius 5 centimeter, O is the center, AB is a chord. What I am doing? I am drawing perpendicular OP to AB. So why it is perpendicular? Already we have proven it. This is because this is a tangent. Tangent and radius will be perpendicular. So therefore OP is perpendicular. So perpendicular drawn from center to the chord AB to a chord bisects the chord. It is going to bisect the chord. Therefore, what we can write? AP is equal to BP. So now AB is equal to, or else if you want, I can write it as AB is equal to AP plus PB. In the second step, I'll write AB is equal to 2 times AP. Instead of BP, I can write AP. I have given the reason. So now what is AP? AP is 4 centimeter. So AB is equal to 2 into 4. So AB is equal to what? 4 centimeter. This is the length of the chord which was asked us to calculate, which is touches the surface. So find the length of the chord. It was asked us to calculate. We calculated it. So please Note this down. What is the important thing you should know? The perpendicular from the center to a chord bisects the chord. This you have studied in the 9th standard. Please note this down.